What is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and welcome to an Emphatic Fury versus You kidding? Fucking Noisetron over there. Anyway, what is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and welcome to this Emphatic Fury versus Crystal Warriors recap. That in the war. I will bring it up now though for you. There we go. And as you can see, it was a loss, 72 to 73. So one extra 3-star from them, which is a little bit gutting. From our perspective, obviously from them, very well done. And it wasn't a range war, so pleased that it happened. I know Crystal Warriors have had a really bad rep because Tigger just went on an absolute mental barrage of videos and ended up pile driving the clan's reputation and name down. But it is head up by someone that used to be in Emphatic Elite, which is by Andrew, so we've got a little bit of a contact there. I know their clan is sort of ever changing and evolving, and they're trying to basically build back a bit of reputation. And I've got to say, they're very good war clan, and it was a pleasure to war with them. And yeah, no hard feelings whatsoever. It was a well-deserved win by them. So I'm going to show the Emphatic Fury recap, our attacks as per normal. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy some good videos. And we're going to kick start with number 24, which was a quick Tunnel 8 3-star, which I'm not going to spend too much time on. I'll just speed it because 3-star in at Town Hall 8, it's pretty straightforward as long as you get the clan castle, kill them, and then you can just essentially just hog the rest of the base. It shouldn't be too challenging. All you got to do is dodge the giant bomb. Now the double giant bomb in this case is between the sweeper and the air defense in the core. So it's going to be a case of trying to just split the hogs around so they're not all going to die to it, and use the heals as best you can to keep them alive. You can see he's using a surgical sort of drop, just targeting all the external defences, and eventually he's going to get some bacon in the core, which actually was quite a bit, I think. But the bottom side of group of hogs came up to help out in the end, finished up the base, and there you go. A few wizards down to clean, but I'm guessing he had about a minute and a half, 2 minutes left of the time by the end of it. So pretty straightforward, pretty clean, and yeah, worked nicely. Good job to Great Wolf Sir. Great Wolf Sif. Next one we're going to show is, well, we're going to show most of them, to be honest, so it's going to be a full war recap. I don't know how long in terms of time wise it's going to take. And you can see this next attack is versus an 8.5, and we've got level 10 heroes. So I think, and I can probably assume correctly, it's an 8.5 versus an 8.5. He started off the raid by luring the CC. It was a hound, so whether he's going to ignore it and try not to kill it, or whether he's just going to send the queen. From this one, it looks like he's just sending the queen in anyway to go and take it down. Hasn't got a rage either, so it's just going to be a slow case of taking it down. King could have gone down a little bit sooner, but I guess he was waiting for the funnel. The Valkyries are going in as well, so the Queen's going to get hung upon the hound for a little bit. Meanwhile, the golems and the King and Valkyries can all head inwards. That'll be good. It could have dropped a couple of hogs early on onto the Tesla and cannon up the by 1 o'clock there, because it would have at least stopped them hitting the Queen, which they're now doing, and just shooting through. I would have definitely dropped a couple of hogs in early, so maybe Darkson can consider that in the future if this base just screamed out for it a little bit. But what he's trying to mainly focus on is getting the heroes to go through the base, trip the giant bombs. He's taken 3 out. Is that all 4 giant bombs taken out? Which means that when he gets his hogs in, he has no need to worry whatsoever. Could have just sort of spam dropped them, but decided to do it as more of a surgical approach. And he's got heal spells to just help them out in moving through. No, sorry. I thought he'd caught the 4 giant bombs, but he'd only caught 3. Must have been a shadow from the mortar or something that had caught him out, or looked like a giant bomb. But yeah, now going back to the cannon and Tesla. As I said, if he'd have dropped it down early, I think he'd have been had a little bit. Found that a little bit easier. Has got a couple of pups on the hogs, which is again a little bit frustrating. It doesn't matter too much. It's just clean up now. It's going to be a 3-star, so we're just going to move on through. 22, we've got Sir Artorias. Let's have a little look. Again versus an 8.5 level 1. Is it 1 level 1 X? No, 2 level 1 Expos. And it's going to be a Goho attack. So it looks like a standard shattered Goho. So shattered means 2 golems. So 2 golems in, creating the nice wide funnel. Early hog down to go and get the arch tower, which is a good choice if you can sort of at the start of the raid realise that you're able to take down a free defense just by using, and you see, took down one defense, the wizard tower with the wizard, took down another defense with the hog. It's just helping keep those golems alive a little bit longer, making sure that they go in a little bit deeper. All he's trying to do now, well, what he did try and do is actually use Earthquake to break through the entire base. What the issue that's happened here is that his troops have got stuck because the Earthquake didn't open up the base at all. So, well, they did, but just not the bit not the actual entry point, which is probably the main bit. So he's got to let his king pummel through. Fortunately, the wall was damaged in the earthquake process, so it's not going to be a full breakthrough. Otherwise, the king might have not gone to that piece of wall. But there you go. Look, breakthroughs happen now. King and queen moving through. He needs to get to the enemy queen. That's the thing. As soon as he gets his king locked onto that, he can pop the ability, take the enemy queen down, and that now he's safer. So he can start dropping the hog riders. He's already dropped a couple on the at 9 o'clock. He's going in again through 3 o'clock, moving south down towards 6. They're not. I don't think there's anything going in at 12-1, but the hogs seem that they'll just travel up there eventually anyway. Few got to travel right down south to get to the Wizard Town. Caught an unfortunate giant bomb there. Another giant bomb just been triggered. The guy needs to make sure this final heal is good. He placed it nice and early enough to be able to deal with the Tesla farm and regain enough health. And you've got it's the king just died, but the hogs are coming up to the top arch tower now to finish it off, and then you're done. Raid is now over. Just a bit of cleanup, and because you've always got that extra time, as long as you can keep a few hogs alive to the end, you're never going to worry again, really. Poison spell left in the inventory, did not need that either. So, good solid raid. Moving up through to 21, we got Paul. I wonder, we're still on the level 1 expos. You can see the anti 3-star base design. Giant and a couple of hog riders early to try and get the CC pull. Caught an early Tesla. Should be okay though to actually take the arch tower down and pull through and pull out a golem in the CC. These couple of initial hogs are doing some really good value. And my throat's going weird. Anyway, so he's pulling the golem with the arch, 2 archers. Can you do the healer trick? Is he going to do the healer trick? No. I was going to wonder, could you do the healer trick with archers, with a golem? Sorry, but you can't. Anyway, the golem's out there now. What is he doing? Okay, start the queen walk. Why put it out so far? Is it just so that it takes a long time before the queen goes and engages with it, or enough time for it to travel through the base? Her deal with a couple of Teslas there. I guess we'll find out soon. But he's got the queen moving. She's going to start heading to clockwise now. She's going to start heading north towards the mortar and then the army camp. But she's actually going to start taking down the golem first. So she's going to sit there a little while. It's going to be quite timely. But eventually she'll take the golem down and then be able to carry on moving north to take down the defences up there, including the expo if she goes far enough. Meanwhile, because he knows the queen's going to go that way, he's got the golem down the south side, a couple of wizards to funnel, and he's got Valkyries to go in and to help take down the enemy queen, take down all the defences down there as well. So just need to get the funnel right. Golem going in now. King and Valkyries are going to go down. Look, they're going to just guide in, use the town hall. Once the town hall's gone down, they'll all head in towards the enemy queen. The golem hopefully is going to survive just about long enough so that the Valks don't get absolutely slaughtered when they enter, and hopefully he's got a heal or a rage for them, or potentially both. But meanwhile, I'm going to look up at the queen. She's now finished dealing with the golem. She's carried on moving around. She's now taking down the expo, which will be kind of clutch for her because she'll be able to He's probably going to end up popping the ability, I think, or is he going to wait? Well, it's just the sweeper's in a really annoying spot, so that she's going to lose health. But anyway, the Valks and the King are still doing work down the bottom side of the base. Wizard just took down the Arch Tower, raging through. I mean, this is absolute mayhem. Got a couple of hogs going in now. Valk's still alive. You've got the Queen still walking around, although the healers are getting shot because of some just unfortunate positioning. But the Valks are just going ham. They're just running through half the base here, and they've just double tripped the giant bombs. He's still got 6 hogs in his inventory. I'm wondering actually if he's going to just not even deploy those hogs, because he could very easily get away with not deploying them now. I'm wondering if he's going to swag out a bunch of hog riders. That's sick if he does. So healers, and there they are. Look, he did not need those hogs because the Queen's already on the Wizard Tower. They're now finished, and wow. That's some serious swaggage right there. So good job to Paul. Reckon it. Moving through to 20. Let's go back to Sir Artorias. Let's have a look what he's doing. Moving through to the higher 9s. No, technically, heroes aren't too high. Level 6. Well, I don't know what you guys consider high, but to me, anything below 2020 is just. So if my heroes were lower than 2020, that would be my sole focus. And if you've seen my Super Queen video recently, it's a very quick way. I was doing a hero level a day to get my Queen up to level 25. Might have been every other day or just a day and a bit. But then again, I work full time, and it's very difficult to raid as much as I'd want to. But anyway, this raid, Shattered Goho. See, Shattered Goho is still very much a thing. It's if you get it right, you get the entry point right, you take down the giant bombs, kill the Queen of the CC. In the process, you can still have a very effective strategy, particularly when you combine it with surgical hogs and you get that part right. Taking down dodging the giant bombs or healing through giant bombs is the key, healing is always the key in these sorts of raids. Now, he's holding back 19 hogs, and I'm guessing because these are a suicide squad, because I think by this expo we're about to see a huge bit of bacon. But I think he knew that was going to happen. There it is, look. Because he sent a large group with a heal into a Tesla farm, and he's got more hogs coming through. So just swamping the base with just a shed load of hog riders, and it just doesn't have a chance. The Queen is still alive as well, which is for a level 16 is really impressive, and the hog riders are just going to finish at the base now, and there you are. I mean, that was an absolute slaughter again. It's just great to see a base and an attack that just goes above and beyond. So next one we're going to show is by Paul. I wonder if he's going to drop something impressive or equally impressive again. With swag hogs and spells. But easy CC pull now. Double witch here. Nothing wrong with a double witch, but when it's a really easy CC pull, it almost seems like a waste, because now you're just left with a couple of skellies, and he's got double poison, so pretty much everything can go down. So okay, CC kind of wasted there, and really cheap lure and kill. Now all he has to do is carry on with the rest of the raid. He's still got his spells to and he can just crack on. Queen's down. She's starting a bit of an AQ walk by the look of it. How will he get her to go the way she wants? To corner Tesla, which is kind of frustrating as well. Used a hog and a wizard to counter that. The Queen is losing health a little bit, but I think she's going to start regaining once the Arch Tower goes down, and she'll be back to full health in no time. I think that air defense is just far enough to be annoying, but the hog rider's gone in and started taking it down. That's going to be key, and the Arch Tower was, the Arch Queen was in range, so that was okay. Now, the Queen's going to start taking down the external buildings, but she's going to start moving inwards now. The natural path seems to be pulling her inside the base, where she'll tackle the King. While that's happening, he's got a golem with a healer on in the other compartment, with a King down as well, and it looks like all those defenses are going to go down in the process. He has got to deal with the enemy Queen at some point. Now, where he's going to do that and how he's going to do that, we're not quite sure yet. I wonder if he's going to take down this entire compartment. and then push the king through. Spell wise, he's got 2 jumps, so it could potentially be the plan. However, or he could try and jump the queen through, but you can see there that the jump spell he has put is interlinking a few compartments. So I'm wondering if he's hoping that the king is going to survive and push through to go and get the queen. But the king and the queen are going to meet. Now the question is, are they going to run around the outside of the base or go inside the base? Because the immediate answer would be, looks like they're going to run around the outside, or at least the king is. But what will the queen do? This is going to be the key bit here. If the queen can go and engage the enemy queen, which she has... Oh, rage spell in, the queen dead. That's it. Been able to take it down with the unbelievable. So now he's got the jump spell in for the king as well, which is really... This is such a surreal sort of attack. Okay, so Hog's now targeting the point defences. Giant's down to distract as well. Queen is now in the core, which is huge because she's going to carry on taking... She's just getting such good value from this raid. So is the king. The king is still regaining health. I mean, wow. He might end this raid with full health heroes, but maybe not, because it's happening so fast that before we know it, the raid's over. Swagging out a haste spell as well. Yeah. I don't know what the hell has just happened, but it's shocking to me. Number 18, let's have a little look. Bit of Advised Walrus. See what he's bringing to the party. Goverho, AQ Walk Goverho, minimal hogs. Actually, quite an expensive, when you comparatively, hog quantity to get the lure there. I don't think he's got the full lure either. I think he might have to... Oh no, he did. Sorry, the P.E.K.K.A. I couldn't tell it was a P.E.K.K.A. Because there's a P.E.K.K.A. there. He's started the wizard drop. King's down. Sorry, not the king. The golem's down. Now the Valks and the king are down. Poison in there to slow the queen and the P.E.K.K.A. down, and using the Valks and king to go and do all the main damage in there. They should take it down quite quick. Once it's down, they can go move into the queen compartment, take all the defenses down in there. Heal spell to help the Valkyries out. I'm wondering if he's going to use a jump spell to get out of the queen compartment into the core, because that's where he's going to find potential opportunities to take down the air defense, which you can see he's just jumped into. And the reason for taking that down would be double giant bomb threat, a clear double giant bomb threat that I'm highly probable is going to carry it. And if that's the case, you're going to save your hog riders from it and make your raid a little bit easier. Queen walk, you can see, is going on the right hand side of the base, which I had sort of missed. There was a double giant bomb where I suggested there might be, but when you combine a Goverho and queen walk, you get so much value that hogs, they're just there to just take a few extra defenses down and just do the particularly useful while other defenses are distracted. Unfortunately, the Tesla just turned immediately onto the hogs that he just dropped at around 330. Will they actually go in and get it down? Yes, they will, which was fortunate. Queens are moving around, coming up to the last couple of defences now. Arch Tower and Mortar. Once they're gone, it's just going to be down to cleanup. He's already got cleanup down. It's again another demolish of a base. So great job to Advise Walrus for wrecking this one as well. So let's carry on and move through. Taking down Nuke. Number 17, we've got Tessa. Let's have a look what Tessa's dropping. Dropping the Goverho, straight up Goverho, so he's going straight through the queen compartment at 12 o'clock. Going to take down 2 arch towers and 2 wizard towers in just the kill squad part, just the funneling part actually. Watch this now. The wizards are looking good. I think the one wizard tower didn't get distracted, which is kind of a little bit disappointing, but it's not the end of the world, because yes, a couple of wizards have died, and actually the wall breakers have allowed him in anyway. Nice choice to throw a hog up there, because I don't think anything's going to kill the hog. It's going to go down, then the hog's going to carry on and move through. It didn't get any added value itself, but it did take down the defense. It was going to be a pain. So now with the golems moving in, king and the queen moving in, Valkyries moving in, everything's going to start causing some chaos in the core, which is exactly what he wants. What What is that? Was it a pecker in the CC? I must have missed. I'm kind of I suppose distracted. Giant bomb, just caught a few hogs, and then springs, which was quite awkward. But the hog riders are now coming up to the what looks like a double giant bomb threat. I'm wondering if he's going to getting a bit of bacon there, only a little bit though, but enough hogs to go through and finish at the bottom side defences. He's going to be spread thin now, I think. It almost feels like quite a lot of the hogs are dead. There's only a couple left, I think. One on the Tesla, one on the... 2 hogs left, there you are. Yeah, it seems to lost a few to giant bombs and springs there. So because of the entry point, maybe he was hoping the kill squad would get a bit more value in terms of the giant bombs, but the hogs ended up taking a big brunt. But it didn't matter, because if you can combine the hogs in and get those point defences down, it means your kill squad's going to survive longer. And if the kill squad survives longer, your chance of them finishing up the final defences increases. And it's just that synergy between the hogs and the Valks that can even if you mess it up, can still give you an opportunity to get a 3-star. Yeah, this raid is basically over. Let's go and see what we've got next. Just doing a quick say hi to YouTube to the guys. Sorry if there was a bit of an audio fest going on before. The wife is in the background wrapping Christmas presents.
Fucking 2 days before Christmas.
It's 2 days before Christmas.
It has to happen.
Yeah, well, so does recording for YouTube for my loyal fan base. Anyway, continuing in the video, we've got Advisor Walrus dropping a EQ Govaho with an AQ walk. So yeah, similar well, he's already dropped a 3-star in this war, so nice 6-star war for him. I think quite a few people had a 6-star war in this war. And yeah, starting with the Queen walk, going in about 230. Looks like he's trying to push her. Now this is a bit I always struggle with. If that minion can't take down the mortar, it's almost like she could go either way here, and I always find it difficult just to for that little bit of control to make it go the way I want. But she hits the mortar, and then now she's gone south. I didn't know which way she was going to go, because it was just so difficult now to work out the pathing for that. Would be an absolute nightmare for me. So I need someone's input on that. Anyway. At 3 o'clock it's quite easy, just funneling the king, the Valks in it to pound in the CC, so you can essentially ignore it. I don't know if he definitely intended for the queen to go, well, he wanted her to go in by the look, so again that should be okay. If you can get to the expo, take that down, that's where an obvious double giant bomb threat is. I think the queen should go in now, which she did. Whether she takes down the enemy queen now, she should as well. So yeah, I mean, things are working out pretty good so far. He has got quite a few hogs to help him out. Where he's going to use them, I'm not sure yet. He might wait at the north side until they're distracted. No, decided just to go in and take the arch towers down. I would have thought he'd have thrown a couple in at 11 o'clock as well, though. He has, just a little bit later, which isn't an issue. So king about to die down the bottom side, took the arch tower down first. So a couple of hogs down there as well. Hogs are everywhere. In fact, this raid is pretty much done. So there we go. Another phased roll of the base. Once you've got the queen walk down, I mean, I like the fact that he took down some defences, then decided to break it in. He took down giant bomb threats in the process, as well as other things. Used the Govaho to go in and take some of those defences down as well. So once you've done that and you're left with only a handful of defences and a handful of hogs, it's relatively straightforward. Moving through to number 15 with Captain Syphilis. Let's have a little look at what he's got going on. 3 healers, so it's going to be a light queen walk. It doesn't look like she's going to be taking too many defences down at once. Threw the healers in at the side just to make sure that they stay away from the air defence by the look of it. He is going to tackle a couple of defences at once now, so she'll start losing, but the cannon goes down quick enough so that by the time that's done, she can start regaining her health back slowly, or at least hovering for a bit. She is going to hit some storages for a little while, but eventually she will go and get that arch tower down, or she'll move out of range. But it looks like she's going to get into a position where she can take it down and carry on moving around the outside of the base there. I don't know if she's going to be able to take the queen down. I think she will. I think when she goes to take down the town hall, she might move, or in fact the mortar that's shooting her now, she might get into a position where she can take down the queen herself. You've got rage and the ability to sort of cope, if you will, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be after the town hall goes down that the queen's aggroed, but nothing else is happening anywhere else in the raid, so it's almost like he's sat there watching, waiting for it to happen, where he could have started the rest, or maybe it's because of the CC, he's just waiting to kill the queen, then take the CC down. I'm not sure, but long time nothing happening here, and you can see now that he is starting, so there is no reason why this couldn't have started at 30 seconds before. I don't think. She has gone to get the mortar, she has aggroed the enemy queen, and therefore then taken it down, so it happened as I thought it might. The golems are getting hit quite hard, the hogs are going in to help take them down, wall breakers in. Oh, is that yes, a wall breaker failed, drops the king down to go and help break through. Now the king might get targeted, which he has by the Tesla, but the Valks are straight in on it as well. The queen is still walking around the outside of the base. She is hovering on health. She's regaining now at the moment. Is he going to get the other cannon? I think he will, and then she'll be okay on health again. So it's a... Oh, she's hit the other cannon, which is perfect. She's now going to be... Oh no! Pointless rage. Really pointless. You've been better off raging the hogs and or Valks, to be honest. Yeah. I guess he saw the queen's health and panicked, but because we have the freedom of not having to deliver the rest of the raid, we were able to just sit and watch her, and that's why it looked a bit funny. But when raids happen, you can't have your eyes everywhere. You just have to trust that what you planned to happen is happening, and sometimes it can throw you off in the raid when suddenly you realise that, oh, why didn't that happen? Anyway, yeah, on this occasion, looks like he's fine, and it looks like a nice healthy 3-star. So moving through past number 15, we're going up to number 14. We've got Ralphie. Let's have a little look at what he's doing. So Ralphie's got 25 and 23 on the hero levels, which is pretty good. 22 hogs, which is a healthy amount. Quaking open the core. Is he going straight through the top? And I think it's a stoned Goho as well. Wants those wizards to try and take... Oh, he's got a few hogs in as well. I was going to say try and take down the defences. And they're going to be good. They're going to get quite a few defences down in the process, actually. He's only going to be left with 17 hogs at the end of it. But all those defences have gone down there, help to keep the golem alive, which means that the golem's going to be able to push deeper in. Is it a third golem we have got? I think it is. The CC pool seems to have been a little bit off because of the one surviving wizard over there, which is a little bit of a shame. But the king, the queen, got witches in there as well. I think the witches to help distract the P.E.K.K.A. Poison doing a good job there as well. Everything's onto the P.E.K.K.A. now. It's not going to survive too long, not going to do too much damage. And a big group of hogs in through 3 o'clock as well. In fact, all of the hogs. So he's just got to allow them to move through now. Now, because of where he's dropped them, did catch bacon there, but only was it a? I can't tell how much it actually was. Has got a good group still alive though. Has got some defences still going, so he's going to be fine. He's got the 3. We know he's got the 3 anyway, but yeah, it was just about enough hogs to see him through to the end of the raid. So not as smooth as it could have been, but it doesn't matter when the 3-star hits the board. 3-3. Anyway, let's crack on. 13. We've got Jackrelf, and you're going to see Jackrelf coming in on the number 4 as well, with a bit of an awesome attack. So Jack's starting a queen walk, getting the wizard to help funnel her. The wizard's in a good spot. It's going to take down the camp next, and then the elixir storage. Oh no, elixir storage first, then the camp. But the queen will take down the camp now. He's just got to hope that she goes north, which she did. That wizard is still going, so very, very nicely placed, because it's just so much value from it. It's going to go and hit the storage, but it's not going to survive because of the mortar. But it doesn't matter. It's done its job. That's funneled the queen. I like the fact he sent in the hog there because it's gone and triggered the Teslas and the CC. So now he can take down the rest of the... Well, can take down the Hound, can take down those Teslas which have already gone. He won't get the Expo because of the space, where it is. But then the Queen will take down the pups and then carry on moving through the rest of the base. So just waiting for those pups to go down. One more to go, and now she's going to carry on moving around the outside. So perfect there. Already started using wizards, so I'm guessing he's trying to funnel in, break in. Golem is in there. So in go the Valkyries. They're going to hopefully push straight through into the Queen compartment, which they have. Heal spell down in preparation. King Valks all going in to kill her. Single hog as well to go and take down the Arch Tower. So it's just so seamless. Queen is in a good spot. She's taking down the other Teslas, but she's being all the healers have been hit by that air defense. She's going to be on full health, but healerless by the time that the air defense is finished with them. So now she's going to come to a position where the Arch Tower is in range. She is going to take it down eventually, but at that point anyway, the rest of the defences are already gone. He's just got to take down that Expo, and that's the biggest threat here, the one that's shooting from the distance. But the Valks are running through. There's a load of hogs left. He's going to be absolutely fine. The King's going over. Actually caught double giant bomb then. So now the hogs are dead. Now it's got to be Golem and Valkyries which do the damage. Golem's in position. Single Valkyrie left to take it down. Managed to get it just about. Got the 3. Wow, could have been that was closer than it could have been because the added bacon at the end there. Another version of the Goverho AQ walk. So we've got Queen coming down the bottom side. 5 o'clock. She's going to start pushing anti-clockwise towards the air defense. Take down the CC en route. Once that's done, she's going to carry on moving around the outside. So now it's just a case of just free buildings here. She will get those defences down. Hog Rider in. I don't think that hog was needed. I think she'd have taken it down anyway. She should carry on pushing around the outside of the base and just going on her stroll. The Golem is down, using minions and wizards to funnel. And now he should be thinking about sending in the Valkyries and the King, because the CC is taken care of, doesn't need to worry about that. I'm just thinking, is he going to use his... Yeah, he's waiting for that final building to go down so that Wallbreaker is targeted the right compartment. And now they're going in onto the Expo. Going to catch a double giant bomb early on. Jump straight through to the next compartment, which it should... I don't think it's going to though. The King could sit behind... Sorry, the Queen could sit behind a wall. She needs to get into the right spot. And it'd be interesting to see if she does, or if she jumps into the compartment and makes his life a little bit easier. Either way, start the hog drop. No, she's running. She's gone into the core. That was a... I didn't know. It wasn't a guarantee that she was going to do that for me. So she has it to make it a little bit easier. The hogs are coming through to help with the kill squad now, and everything's sort of converging in the core. Expo's gone. Just a few defences left at 9 o'clock. How is he going to cope with them? He's got the hogs going in onto Tesla, but that's done now as well. So everything's going to move in towards those final defences at 9, and see how he goes there. Hogs rushing up ahead, getting the job done for him. There you go. Loads of troops left, loads of time left, I'd imagine as well, because that felt quite quick. Great job to Syphilis. Next one, number 11, we've got Adamanster. Let's have a look. 8 Valks. Is that going to be 3 Golems? Wow, this is a heavy kill squad. 9 loons, 3 Golems, and 3 hogs. I bet the hogs are going to be for just some added defences as well, probably. I think the main part of this is get the air defences down, use loons for cleanup. There the hogs go, look, as I thought, using the hogs in the kill squad part of the raid. Lots of archers in the CC, so poison's going to be needed here, but he hasn't even got a poison, so that's kind of risky. Wow. how's it? Yeah, he's just having to deal with it the old-fashioned way. Let the Valkyries go and do their thing. They've splashed a lot of those defenses anyway, a lot of those units. I'm just going to zoom out now. Heal and jumps to allow the Valkyries through. Got to get to that final air defense one way or the other. Hound in the CC, there it is, look. And now Loons just to go in and finish up those defenses. So that single Hound there to basically sit and take all that, the DPS, and the Teslas are hitting it, which means they're not hitting the balloons. And I think there's not that many defenses left. He had got a spare Loon for the back end, but cleanup troops are down. The Hound has got good health, and yeah, the rest of the raid is just going to be on cleanup now. So no cleanup over at 3 o'clock, so he's got to wait for his Wizards and Loons and Hound to all move around the outside to get there, but they will eventually, and it'd been fun on the time. But it's an interesting choice of combining like a very mini Loon with a Govaho. Okie dokie, Charizard coming up next. The attack on number 10. Let's have a little look at the base. I swear I've used a design somewhat similar to this before myself. Okay, Queen Walk started. Looks like he's only going to use one Golem, because he's got a nice big number of Hogs there to help him out. So how is he going to get through? The Wizards are creating a nice job on the funnel. The Queen's going to move around the top side of the base. I think he will catch the enemy Queen when she goes to get the Spell Factory, which will be next building, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, he hasn't caught the Spell Factory. Now he's got it. There's the Queen on Queen. Poison is there to slow the enemy Queen down. He is going to get it. Doesn't need the ability. He has realised that. He's watching closely just to make sure. And she's going to regain her health back now, which is nice. Yes, she's taking the storage down. She'll carry on pushing to the right. She'll carry on pushing clockwise, just because that's the natural path for her. And I think once this final storage has gone down, she'll be hitting the Arch Tower. But she's got to just sit there and deal with the Golem, which is just quite boring. He has thrown an extra wizard to go and help. Still going to be a bit of time for her to take it down. I'm wondering if he's going to start the rest of the raid, which he is. You can see the Golem going in. Wizards to create the funnel as well. And he's just basically going to go and send his King in and just trying to probably eliminate giant bombs. Would be his goal here, to just get them going in and allow them to at least have some value. But King's doing a walk. I don't think he's gonna. No, he hasn't rescued the King, so he's dealing with the. And this is a base I've seen before actually. So he's having to now use the Hogs in to go take down those Teslas, the Tesla farm that was there. The King is still running around the outside, so he's using the King to tank now. Caught an early giant bomb. The Queen's carrying on going around the outside, getting that extra value. The Hogs are a bit all over the place. Got some going into the core, one running around the outside now, and he has got a few left to go and take down that cannon. Which will then move on to the Wizard Tower, and once that's done, they're going to just move in, take down the air defences. And I don't think there's any other giant, but no, all 4 giant bombs have been triggered. He's just got to deal with the King, but I think there's enough Hogs there to be fine anyway. Poison Spell to slow down the King, which is helpful. Hogs moving through to the final defence now, which is the Expo. No, sorry, it's not. Then the air defence. Once that's done, on the King does die, and then it's just a case of taking down the rest of the buildings. So looking pretty good. Let's see what we've got next. I have a feeling it might have been mine. No, not yet. Alfred. Look at the base. Alfred's dropping a Queen Walk. It's a cold-blooded Goho. So quite similar to the last raid actually. Queen Walk started, taking down the first couple of defences. Cannon, Arch Tower all going down. Meanwhile, straight away in with a couple of Wizards to funnel and a couple of Hogs to go in. Caught an early spring. So I presume it's a bit of funneling now. I'm wondering if he's trying to break the Queen in, which it looks like he is. The Queen should go in fine. She will take down the Arch Tower and air defense, which will be a giant bomb threat, and then she probably is actually going to take down all 3 No, she'll take down 2 air defences. I think she's going to see push down towards the sweeper, then the drill, and then the other defences over there. So she's going to get quite big value here in terms of giant bomb threats, because once she gets that northern air defence, I think that's a potential other spot for a giant bomb. So yeah, I like the fact that he's broke her in and taken those all down. What he needs to do now is take down the enemy queen, because his queen's going to get nowhere near it. Which is probably why he sent a single golem, which is why I keep checking at the top side, because I'm just waiting for the moment where he drops the golem and the king in, and to go and deal with the enemy queen, because that's inevitable. And then the hogs for the rest of the base. It's all quite with the queen getting so much value, taking down the CC, the defense she's already taken down, breaking in, eliminating giant bomb threats. The rest of the raid's relatively straightforward. But the king's going in. King needs to go in and get the enemy queen before the golem dies, preferably, otherwise the king's going to get hit. Big group of hogs in early as well to go through to start taking the extra defences down and then moving through the rest of the base. So pre-healed this area when the Tesla popped up. Doesn't look like there's any giant bombs there, so he's dodged those, or dodged if there were any anywhere near it. And they're going to move straight across the base into another area where there's potentially no giant bombs. Has caught the skellies, extra hogs going in as well, heal there as well, so yeah, double skellies. So it's a well trapped area, just not giant bomb wise, and he had a poison sat there as well, so those skellies will die. The final defences are going down. And now it's just a case of clean up. Got the queen ability as well. It's just carnage. You see a lot of similar... In fact, I think there's slightly more variation in this Fury War than I have seen in EE for a little while. Mainly because EE seemed to have developed a love for the Valkyries. Whereas Fury are using them, and you can see that, but not as frequently as EE are. Maybe, I think. Saying that, Tim's in, but then again, Tim's from Emphatic Elite, so yeah. Base looks like it's got giant bombs. I'm just trying to figure out where they are. Could be a few places. I don't really want to guess. Maybe actually between the air defences over there. So queen walk's happening. I think he's trying to push the queen to the anti-clockwise. And looks like she will go that way now. She can take down the Tesla, then the Wizard Tower, then start moving around. I was going to say she could get 3 Wizard Towers here, but she can't. She can only get 2 because the one's too far back. But if he broke her in, when he got the Queen as well, that's 3 Wizard Towers would have been down early on in the raid. That would have been quite useful for a hog attack. But I think he's just going to allow her to run around the outside anyway. Golems are down the bottom side now, using wizards to get a funnel. Needs the funnel to work, and it looks like there's going to be no issues because he's just being patient. He's not breaking the golems in, or oh no, there he is. There the golems go in. They're heading in nicely now. Nice king position, so that he dropped in the right place. Only issue is what's going to kill the dragon. The poison's there, yes, but there's no wizards. There's nothing to from what I see to finish it off. So maybe it's going to be a case of the dragon's going to be chasing the kill squad around for a long time. Oh no, it died. What killed? Was it was it a clutch wizard or something that killed it? I wonder. Queen's decided to finally break in. She's had enough, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much for her to do. Oh, now there is. She can go and take down some defences. Nice. The hogs have run out, but the king and the queen are looking good. They're just grafting in and finishing up the rest of the base for him. Moving through to number 6 now. We are coming towards the end of the video, so we're gonna look at Kryptonite on this one. Cute little X in the core. Don't know if there's anything else. Don't know if there's like Teslas in there yet or anything, or whether it's just sort of expanding the base out a little bit. And we're going to find out shortly. Using minions to do some form of funneling towards 9 o'clock. Queen going in at 1. looks like he wants to push her anti-clockwise, moving around up to the north and over the peak. That wizard's not going to help though, so she could go either way, but I think she might go north. I think she might go the way I'm guessing that he wants her to. Now, it's kind of good that she went for the elixir storage next, because now she's got no reason to travel further south. She's just going to carry on moving through now, and she will start gaining health. Once Tesla's gone, she will start gaining health. Break-in point, so he's must have decided that he just wanted to take on that much of the base, and then she can move through and go inside next. Is he going to do further funneling? Yes, one wizard's down, and that should be enough actually. What he's going to need is the queen will shoot over the top of the walls, and she'll be there for a little while. Is he going to jump her through? I don't know yet. Yeah, she could get some good value actually if she goes into the zone with the X, but I don't know. I just don't think I don't know if it's a thing to do, or that he would do. Once the hound's gone, which it is, he's not going in through to the core like I thought he might try. But the king's gone in through the bottom side as well. He's taking down the enemy queen, and now it's just hogs in through. Hogs in the one side, loons in the other. There you go. Raid is over. Oh. No, one Tesla survived. The queen's gone through and finished it off. Okay. Oh, my video's gone absolutely crazy. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, number 5. Let's have a look. We've got Tim again. So Tim had a 6-star war here. CC is very centralised. There's apparently nothing around it, or appearingly nothing around it. However, you never know with traps and Teslas. It might be absolutely loaded in there. Only time will tell on this one. But starting the queen walk at the top side of the base. I'm wondering if he's going to break her in or let her walk around. I would say he's probably going to break her in, but just purely based on the wall breaker placement. I don't know why they went so low though, the second set, because the first set hit higher. Maybe the building that they were targeting or opening up forward since gone down, but she's gone in. She's gone into a good spot as well. The earthquake has opened up most of it, and there it goes. And yeah, he's all ready to set now. The queen's going in. She should be taking down quite a few defences, back to back. So she's going to get good value. What's he going to do for the rest of the raid? He's got 17 hogs, so it should be a pretty straightforward hog attack. The king isn't down yet, so I'm wondering if he's going to send the king in to follow, or if he's just again going to wait. Time's going to have to tell on this one. He might just try and jump the king straight into the enemy queen. Seems like the right thing to do based on this base. She'll target him quite early. He's got to sit there and deal with the golem as well with the in the CC. Lots of golems in the enemy clan castles. I mean, the only thing they seem to do is just create a bit of time. If you create yourself an opportunity like this where you can just sit and take it down with nothing else shooting you, it's just straightforward. Is it queen on queen? Oh, I'm running low on battery here. I'm going to have to speed up the rest. Queen on queen. Going to have to pop the rage. Ooh. Rage to the enemy king now. That'll go down as well. So it's a long time in the raid before anything else has happened. As soon as that's done though, and he's happy that the queen's going to be okay, he seems to have sent the golem in through 9 o'clock, funneling that straight in. Jump spell down as well, and the king looks like he's there to go and potentially trigger some traps, take down some defences, that sort of thing. Hog's going in to support, but again, it's not a huge amount of hogs required on this one. I think the main defences at 6 o'clock are what he needs to focus on. Actually, that Tesla farm looks pretty brutal, but the queen's going off to deal with that now, so he's good on that front as well. King's getting a bit of a battering, but yeah, and he's taken down, but the queen's gone and avenged him straight away. Queen's then gone to take the expert down, so the queen's just going absolutely ham on this raid. This is essentially queen doing all the work for him. Hogs taking down the defences, and that's it. I mean, it was really easy. The hogs for just 6 o'clock to take down those few defences, I mean, it's overkill really, based on how well the queen's done. Hey, but that was all Tim's planning that made it happen that way, so fair play to him. Last raid we're going to show is number 4. Town 10s are all quite standard, I believe. Jack Ralph, let's have a look what he does. Big open raid, extra walls down because of the to 9.5. I think there's an extra giant bomb as well, maybe. Can't tell. But so the Queen Walk's starting. I think he's gonna. Is he gonna try and break her in? Wait for the. Yeah, he's breaking in the Queen. You can see at 9:30. She should go inside. Shouldn't have any issues with that. Got the skelly traps done as well. I'm wondering if he's gonna, once the Queen's gone inside, if he's gonna do the Valks and King where they're gonna go in. It'll be interesting to see that. The Queen has gone and got the CC pull though. She's pulled out the Hound. She's gonna sit and take the Hound down for a little while. And this will be the point where we're gonna see where he's gonna send in the golems. Now golem going in. We can see it there. Look, it's going straight in at 7. What's that? 7:30. With the golem going in, the King going in as well now. King should go and get the enemy Queen and the enemy King. He'll spell there to help with the Valkyries. And now it's just a hog attack. So where can he throw in the hogs? Is it going to be all the way from 12 till 3? We're going to see soon. How much added damage can the King do? A couple of hogs in early as well to take down the Arch Tower. And they're just going to help out with the King and the Valks going towards that Expo. And the Queen's in a good spot as well. She's taken down the Wizard Tower, but she's going to then start moving north and take some defences down up there. So all the while the defences are getting less and less. Hogs would be which means the less work that the Hogs have to do. And when the Hogs don't have to do much, that's when raids just go really well. So now another Tesla, another giant bomb, but that's okay. The Hogs have survived and can regenerate through the heal spell. Another giant bomb, but again it's fine. There's nothing to finish them off because they're under heal. And there you go. Cannon to go down, but not much else because it's a 3-star. So I hope you guys enjoyed this war recap. A lot of hogging there for you. Not much Larloon whatsoever, but you can see hogging is so powerful. Even still, with majority of the time you can end up with a wasted spell. So yeah, the extra 30 seconds has made a huge difference. Means you can do bigger walks. Hope you enjoyed this recap of the Emphatic Elite attacks, at least anyway. I know that Crystal Warriors did some good attacks themselves, and yeah, I'm going to stick true to my normal ethos of only showing the emphatic side raids, and I hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.